If you need to fly between London and Dubai, you can easily be overwhelmed by the number of airlines to choose from. From Emirates and Qatar, Etihad and Saudia, Air France and KLM, Lufthansa and Swiss, all the way to good old BA, which we'll focus on in today's video. Ladies and gentlemen, aviation geeks and frequent flyers, my name is David and today we're in Dubai, heading up north to London on British Airways Boeing 777-200. If that sounds familiar to you, we've actually done a brutally honest episode about a British Airways flight to Dubai back in 2019 when we flew on their Airbus A350-1000. So I'm very curious to see if that flight from October 2019 compares to today's flight in October of 2021 when it comes to service, but also what the cabins on British Airways 777 looked like. Because back then I said that British Airways could easily keep up with Emirates when it comes to service and the quality of the cabin. And I'm curious if that's true today on the Boeing 777 as well. So let's head to the airport and let's see what British Airways is like in 2021 on this very old 777-200. Being a sucker for free airport lounge food, as always, I'm heading to the airport way earlier than I need to. When in Dubai, I prefer to stay in the old town, as it's super walkable and just 15 minutes by metro from the airport. British Airways uses Terminal 1 at DXB. After checking in as one of the first passengers for my flight, it was time to head to the departure concourse. I mentioned that today we'll fly on an old aircraft, and when you see the cabin, you know what I mean. However, technically this aircraft isn't even that old, as G-YMMU was built only in 2009, making it a mere 2 years older than the oldest Boeing 787, which was built in 2011. I'm in 29K.
Right, all the way over and make a right.
Awesome, thank you so much.
Right.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Have a nice one.
Up front, the aircraft features the classic 242 configured Club World cabin, aka business class, which we have covered in a previous Brutally Honest episode if you're interested. Although BA has announced that all Heathrow-based 777s will be retrofitted with their new Club suites until the end of 2022, which makes it possible that economy might be changed out as well. Behind the 242 configured premium economy class, you'll find our home for the next 7.5 hours, the 333 configured economy class. Waiting for us on the seat already are headphones and, as expected, a blanket and a pillow. The legroom is superb, which is also aided by the pandemic-related absence of in-flight magazines. Missing entirely in economy class are USB ports and universal power outlets, so make sure to bring a power bank. The control panel for the Inflight Entertainment system is integrated in the armrests, but the screens are actually touchscreens as well. The headrests are super comfortable and adjustable in various ways. The real upside of this cabin, however, is that it only features 9 seats per row as opposed to the standard 10 seats. This makes every seat a bit wider and is something BA is going to change when refurbishing the 777s to put more seats in, and they're doing that in the coming months and years, so I'm enjoying it while I can. Parked not far from us is one of Cathay Pacific's Airbus A350s, which I flew from Dubai to Hong Kong in summer of 2021. So if you're curious about what it's like to fly through Hong Kong during these times, take a look at that Brutally Honest episode as well. Before takeoff, the crew handed out some disinfectant wipes.
May be behind you. Opening the doors automatically inflates the evacuation slides. High-heeled shoes must be taken off as they may tear the slide. Please ensure your seatbelt is fastened. It must be worn whenever the signs are on, and it is fastened and adjusted like this and open like this.
We're lining up and now we're off to London. after takeoff, a beverage service was offered, which was accompanied with a salty snack. I went for a Jetstream, which is a limited edition American pale ale, which was developed by BrewDog together with British Airways to be enjoyed on board of a plane. For me, that's a must when flying on BA. I always enjoy these smaller initial services with a snack and a drink instead of jumping into the main meal right after departure. Around 2 hours into the flight, lunch was served. 2 choices were offered, and I went with a chicken and leek stew with potatoes and spinach. This was accompanied by a little salad, as well as some chocolate mousse for dessert. The meal also came with some bread, a bottle of water, and another beverage of your choice. While I appreciate airlines that include things like butter and crackers with cheese in their meals, I didn't particularly mind their absence on BA since the meal quality was fantastic. I also like the fact that they seem to be trying to reduce plastic waste, looking at the cups for the salad and dessert, yet I'm surprised the cutlery is still made out of plastic. Anyway, the meal tasted great, and now it's time to enjoy the flight itself. While cruising above the Western Mediterranean, we were racing this Boeing 787 Dreamliner of Royal Jordanian Airlines, which was flying from Oman to Chicago. The in-flight entertainment screen, while tiny, offered access to plenty of movies and TV shows. Naturally, not as many as on planes with newer IFE systems, but just enough to stay entertained for a regular long-haul flight. Wi-Fi was installed as well, but I wasn't able to get it to work. Around an hour and a half before landing, the crew handed out snack boxes, which came with a chicken shawarma wrap, another bottle of water, and a Kit Kat. Again, a beverage was offered with that. Catering-wise, this shows that since my flight with BA to Dubai in 2019, the overall catering didn't change drastically, with them still offering a salty snack after takeoff, a hot meal, some tea during the flight, and a snack box before landing. As we're descending into London, I have to once again underline how much I personally enjoy flying with British Airways. In my eyes, they're one of the most consistently good airlines in Europe when it comes to service. Now, the old cabin, especially the lack of charging ports, is hard to accept in this day and age, but on the one hand, these cabins are in the process of being refurbished, and on the other hand, the added comfort of the generous padding of the seats and the 9 abreast configuration do kind of make up for it. So I'm already looking forward to my next flight with BA, but for now I want to thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and do not want to miss our upcoming episodes of Brutally Honest, do subscribe to our channel. New Brutally Honest episodes featuring long-haul flights on Air France, KLM, Emirates, WestJet, Oman Air, and Saudi Arabian Airlines will be out in the very near future, so stay tuned. With that, thanks again, I hope you have a great day and enjoy this gorgeous view over London.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of British Airways, welcome to London Heathrow Terminal 5. Time check through now is just coming up to 10 minutes past 2. For your safety and the safety of others seated near you, please remain seated now with your seatbelts fastened. Please leave all items and hand luggage stowed until we're done.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. You have a nice day.
And